We're taking on the challenge of cutting a beautiful Australian opal into a lightning bolt. We spent quite a bit of money on this piece of rough, so we're going to take our time and see if we can actually turn an opal into a lightning bolt. We'll find out if we can do it. Also in the video, we're giving away a beautiful opal, so stick around. You may win an opal.
Hello everyone, I am Robert from Global Prospecting, and if you're new to the channel, we cut some of the most challenging opals from all around the world. And today we are cutting this beautiful Australian opal into a lightning bolt. You can see the color popping through right here, and it looks like it's going to face very nice. And we had to pick a nice flat opal with lots of color to try to get this done. A couple of the challenges on this cut is a thinner color bar, and we do have some sand in the face. And when I look through it with the gem torch, it seems like the sand doesn't go all the way down into the color. But I've been fooled before, so hopefully we can get a nice clean stone. And you can see here how beautiful the color is, and it's going to face nice just from the top, you can tell. And our goal on this cut is to get a nice clean lightning bolt. You can see here the sand spots, and I'm pretty sure that we can get a clean face. It looks like the color doesn't go all the way through the opal, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take a thin layer off the top so we can see what we're working with. And then I am going to put the layout of my lightning bolt on top of the stone. And then we're going to slice it out. And then we'll go back to the wheels and face the stone, get it polished up, and see if we can create a lightning bolt. We are giving an opal away in this video, so keep your eyes peeled for the giveaway. We're starting off on the 600 steel wheel today, and we are going to grind around the edges to see if we can find where this color bar ends. And then I'm going to face it. I'm just going to take a little bit off the top just so we can get a little bit of the color to pop through, and then we'll put our lightning bolt layout onto the stone, and then we'll go and slice it. So let me start taking some of the face off here. Oh, look at the color in that. That should be nice. I'm going to take a little bit more off where the sand spots are. See if I can figure out how deep they go. I might poke at them a little bit. The color's looking good. We got a good face to lay out our lightning bolts. The only problem is we got that groove up at the top here. Let me see. I'm going to feel to see if this goes. Yeah, see, it doesn't feel that deep. It feels like it's pretty surface level. The only problem is we got that groove there, but I can put my layout above that. I have my layout on the stone, and we are going to slice this lightning bolt out nice and smooth. And you don't want to go all the way to the end. You want to clip it off here. I think I'm going to be able to get an extra stone out of this. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, there's plenty of color in this. We'll make a nice little stone out of that. Looking good, and I think I'm just going to take a little bit more off the end here. I'll just slice a little bit. I was going to make it a little bit thicker, but I don't think it will look right. So I'm going to slice this little spot off here. And we are using a super slicer blade. It's a super thin blade, and it works excellent for cuts like this. You don't lose a lot of material. Well, that looks good. I think we got our lightning bolt shape. Now all we got to do is get her refined and polished up. And here's a nice little chunk from the slice. And I'll turn that into a nice little gemstone. Look at the color in that. That should be a nice clean stone. And here is our lightning bolt. Looks pretty good. At least we got color bar all the way around. It thins out a little bit on one point. And but what I think I'm gonna do is cut the other stone first, and then we'll come back to this. So let's turn this into a little gem real quick. We'll do a little freeform, and that'll give us an idea of the color that we're going to have on the lightning bolt. And I think that looks pretty good. Take the face off here. Oh, look at the color in that. Let's see. Ooh. Man, that's going to be some nice color. Get a little bit more off here. I hope, hopefully some reds pop through. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks good. Nice. Should be a pretty good stone. This should give us a pretty good idea of what our lightning bolt is going to look like. Got some beautiful colors, and we got a nice extra stone to boot. We still got a tiny bit of cloud on there, but we'll take that off on the next wheel. Let me just round the back here. Get the edges. Get it ready for the dopping stick. And don't forget, we do have a giveaway. We are giving away an opal on this video. So just keep your eyes peeled for the giveaway and how to enter in to winning a beautiful opal. And that'll be coming up later on in the video. And I think we're about finished here. And we'll start working on the lightning bolt. Get her finished up. Look at the color, beautiful. And let's peel off our layout here and see how it looks. Well, that looks pretty good. We'll just shape it up a little bit better here. Take off some of these rough edges and make our lightning bolt tips a little more pointy. The only thing you got to be careful of when you're cutting an opal with points is it catching, especially when you're polishing, and then you have your inside edges there, and you're going to be using the sides of your wheel. You got to be very careful and have a steady hand. So let's see what the color looks like. And whoa, look at that! That's going to be cool. Man, I hope I can get that sand out of there. We've still got quite a bit of bar left, so hopefully we can get those sand spots out. But so far the color's looking good. Now the color bar does thin out on the long point here, so I'm going to try to get that sand off. If it doesn't come out, I'm going to have to shorten that point. Let me see here. Yeah, you can see it took a little bit of the color off the tip. So we'll have to shorten that tip up a little bit. If anybody's looking for opal rough to cut or collect, you can check us out at global-prospecting.com. There we have a wide range of opal rough for cutting. We also sell specimen grade rough. We have Australian opal, we have Ethiopian opal, we have specimen grade and cutting grade rough. So come check us out at global-prospecting.com. And she's starting to get there. I'm going to just work on this little sand spot over here. We do have plenty of color bar on this side. The only one I'm worried about is that one right in the center there. And we'll see if we can get that one out. But we still have plenty of color bar, but that one looks like it may go in there. And just be very careful when you're working on the edges of your wheel. You can actually ruin a stone if you hit that little corner of the wheel. It can put a big groove in your stone, so you got to be very, very gentle. There, just like that. Perfect. Beautiful. Now she's getting there. Let's work on these sand spots a little bit more. Still got plenty of color bar left. We have to get a little more aggressive here. See if we can get those out. And that one's starting to come out. Starting to look good, and the color's popping a lot more now. Beautiful, look at that. That's going to be a cool stone. She's really thinning out on one side here. I don't think I'm going to be able to take much more off this side of the stone. We may end up with a little tiny bit of sand on that side. I don't want to take the chance of grinding the color off, so get this little corner. A little tap, and that looks good. Pretty good. She's almost ready. I'm going to work on the sand spots a little bit more, and if they don't come off on this wheel, we'll get them on the dot. We'll get the stone on the dopping stick, and we'll try to work it out on the next wheel. And let's roll our edges up a little bit here. See if we can get all edges rolled. That'll give us the illusion of a small dome, even though we won't be able to get much of a dome on this stone. Let's work on the back a little bit here and get her ready for the dopping stick. We'll check out the rough edges and smooth it out a little bit. I probably could do this stone by hand, but it'd be easier to get her on a stick. And they are ready for the dopping sticks. Let's get them on the sticks. And then we will refine our shapes just a tiny bit. And get them polished up and ready for jewelry setting. We are now on the 280 soft wheel. It's a less aggressive wheel than the steel 600. So I like this wheel. It's a little worn out. So it's good to refine your shape, and it doesn't put big scratches in the face of your color. So that's why I like the wheel setup that I'm working with right now. Beautiful, look at that. What a beautiful opal. Man, look at the color in that. She's ready for the next wheel, and we will finish up our lightning bolt here. And I'm going to try to work the rest of that sand out on this wheel. We'll see how far we can get down. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that one spot out, but we'll try. So we're going to try to smooth out our edges here and go down a little tiny more on the color. And this is basically, we're just taking off a tiny bit of opal, but I'm going to try to work on getting these spots out, and then we'll move on to the next wheel. I'm taking my time because I don't want to lose the color in this opal. It would be a shame to go too far down and then have a dead spot. So that's why I'm being very careful. Well, I think we're going to move on to the next wheel. I'll work it down a little bit more and see on the next wheel. We'll see if we can get a little bit more of that sand out of there. But starting to look good. I don't want to lose the color on the face of this opal. It'd be a shame to have a dead spot in a lightning bolt. Now we are on the 600 soft wheel. This is the start of our pre-polishing, and then once we get through the next couple wheels, we'll move on to the cerium oxide and get her polished up and finished. Take a look at the color on this stone. Unbelievable. And we are now on the 1200 wheel. And these are the opals that we're giving away. 192 carats of Australian opal. Maybe you can make your own lightning bolt. And all you have to do to enter in to win these beautiful opals is let us know in the comment section of this video what fantasy cut you would like to see us cut. Give us a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and you could win these opals. The final wheel, the 14,000. This will give us a nice pre-polish before we hit the cerium oxide. And here are the completed opals. I think they came out beautiful. The lightning bolt, we had a couple sand spots that we just could not get out. This opal is absolutely beautiful. Um, Super clean, beautiful gem, great pattern. But the star of the show, the lightning bolt. I think the lightning bolt came out great. The shape, unfortunately, we had the two little sand spots, um, but I still think it came out beautiful. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Don't forget about the giveaway in the video of the opal that we're giving away. If you don't know how to enter, go back and look and you'll find how to enter into winning the beautiful opal that we are giving away. And again, thanks everyone for coming to the show. Make sure every other Thursday you come to our lives at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do a lot of giveaways and we do live opal cuttings. So come check us out. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next Thursday. Thanks, everyone.